Hello everyone, welcome to Perfect English. My name is Alex, nice to meet you all. I have started this channel to help you all learn English. Each week I will post a new video that will help you improve your knowledge of English language, English culture, and English people. I think that with those three things, you will be able to perfect your English. I am a qualified English teacher and would love to arrange some lessons with you. If you would like to have some classes with me, please use the email address here to contact me. So this is my first video on this channel. I wasn't sure what to do for this video, so I had to think. And I thought I would do something that all British people love talking about, the weather. Talking about the weather is very common in England. I don't really know why, but it's just something that we love to talk about. This video will help you move away from the simple vocabulary you would have learnt at school and teach you new words that a native English speaker would use. So you will be able to talk about the weather like a true English person. Make sure after the video you hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button to be notified of any more videos that I post. So here it is, my first video all about the weather. So when you are in England, you may be asked a lot of different questions about the weather. It could be as simple as, how's the weather today? What's the weather like today? Are you hot? Is it cold? Do you think it will rain today? There are many different questions people could ask you, and we are going to take a look at some of the responses you can give in this video. So, you may have learned some words at school, some basic vocabulary. Hot, cold, windy, snowing, raining, things like that. Words that are fine to be used, but we can express ourselves in different ways to, give more of an understanding as to what these words mean. So stay tuned and let's take a deeper look at some of these words. So let's imagine it's the middle of July and it's a really hot day. It's the middle of summer, it's so hot. And your friend calls you and he's just like, hey, what's the weather like today? How could we respond to that question? We could just say, it's hot, but that's quite a passive statement. It's not really saying, is it really hot? Is it just a little bit hot? You're just saying it's hot. So this is the middle of July. It's really hot. So how could we express ourselves to give him an idea as to how hot it is? Here are some ways to do just that. Number one, boiling. I am boiling. It says that it's the hottest day ever on record. I am boiling. It is boiling. You can clearly see with the emphasis that I'm using that it's not just a hot day. It's a boiling day. It is so, so hot. It is boiling. I am boiling. So, number one, boiling. Number two, roasting. It is roasting. I am roasting. I am sweating so much, I'm roasting. It kind of has the same meaning as boiling, but we can use either or. We can use them both. We can say, I am roasting or I am boiling. So two words with the same meaning for you there. Number three, red hot. Red hot. It's so hot. It's red hot. I might get a sunburn. It is red hot. Number four, blistering. Wow, it's so hot today. It's blistering. Again, look at the emphasis. It is blistering. The heat is blistering. And number five, I think this might be something that's just said in my area, in the Midlands, in the middle of England. But we can say, it's raging. Oh my God, it's raging today. It's so hot. It's raging. It's raging. So there you are. There's a few different ways to say hot as a native English speaker. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's move on to cold. So we've just spoken about a hot day. Now let's imagine it's Christmas Day, you're just getting wrapped up in your Christmas jumper, ready to watch a film with your family, and your friend calls you and he says, "So hey, how's the weather today? Merry Christmas, what's the weather like? We've had a lot of snow, what's the weather like for you?" How might we respond to that? Well, odds are, in England, in the middle of December, at Christmas, it's going to be pretty cold. So we want to tell him that it's cold. But again, cold, it's quite passive. So let's look at how we can put some emphasis on just how cold we are. Here are some different ways to say cold. Number one, probably the most common word we use in England, freezing. Oh my God, it is freezing. It is freezing. I am freezing. Christmas in England, the weather is freezing. Oh, we have lots of snow and cold, dark nights. It is freezing. And again, like with hot, the same with cold. The more emphasis we use, the colder it is. It is freezing. Oh, I'm freezing. Number two, bitter. This word doesn't have the same meaning as freezing. Bitter is just a substitute for cold. So, if you could still go out and do something, but it's not really going to be pleasant. It's cold, but it's not interfering with your life. You can still do things. So we might say, "Oh, it's bitter today. It's bitter." Chilly. So this is a word, it's not got the same meaning as freezing or perishing. It's kind of saying like, "Oh, it's a bit cold today, so I just want to stay inside." So, "Oh, it's chilly today. I don't think I can go shopping. I'll just stay at home and watch Netflix or YouTube videos on how to speak English." So there are a few options on how to talk about being cold as a native English speaker. Next, let's move on to everybody's least favorite, rain. So we've had a blistering summer's day in the middle of July. We've had a freezing Christmas at the end of December. So now let's have a rainy day in the middle of October. So you're at home, you're looking out the window, it's just rain, 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 rain. And your friend calls you and he says, "Hey, what's the weather like?" How might we respond to him? Let's find out. Number one, it's spitting. This is very common in England because we have a lot of rain, but we don't have tropical rain. So spitting is used when there's just a few drops of rain coming down. It's raining quite consistently, but there's just a few drops of rain coming down at a time. So it's not going to stop you from going to the shop or anything like that. It's just going to annoy you. So I want to go to the shop, I will go, it's only spitting. Number two, throwing it down. Oh, it's throwing it down. This is heavy, heavy rain. Rain you do not want to be caught in. You do not want to be outside when it's throwing it down. I was on my way home and then it started throwing it down and I was wet through. I got home and I was soaking wet. So number two, throwing it down. Number three, chucking it down. We use this a lot too. It kind of has the same meaning as throwing it down. It's just a different turn of phrase. So, "Oh my God, it hasn't stopped raining all day. It's been chucking it down. Chucking it down all day. I can't believe it." Number four, showering. Showering is very common in England along with spitting. Showering is when it rains for maybe 20 minutes or so, and then it's dry for 20 minutes, and then it rains for half an hour, so it's on, off, on, off, on, off. Very annoying for the mums in England because they want to put their washing on the line, but it's raining, so they get it in, and then it stops raining, so they put it out, and then in, out. Oh, it's really, really annoying for them. So that covers my first video. I hope you got something from it. We've spoken a lot about different ways to talk about the weather in England. I hope you've enjoyed it and it's been beneficial. If you have, please leave a comment and a review and make sure you are giving the video the thumbs up and subscribing to receive all of my future videos. I'm so happy to have done this, and I look forward to posting my next video for you all soon. Thank you, bye bye.